What is up, guys? It is the Maple Warlock. Yes, the Maple Warlock. May notice not much has really changed. Some updates. I couldn't get the card to work because a small oversight on my part. I forgot to check and make sure my power supply had the right external connectors on it, and it doesn't. So we are now waiting for another power supply. So that'll be a few days. In the meantime, it's sitting over there on the shelf. So I guess another one is, so I went to the mire for the first time yesterday. Annoying. So I went to the mire for the first time yesterday, and I didn't realize what high level that place would be. Oh, come on. I'm trying to tell a story, guys. So yeah, I went to the mire yesterday for the first time. So when I wound up in the mire and I got out here, I encountered a bunch of really tough enemies and I used up all of my ammo on just, yeah, I can't even remember all of them now. I kind of wished I'd turned on my recorder, but at the same time it was, you know, mostly just me running for my life and crying a lot, so I didn't think the crying would make a real good video, so I didn't bother to add it. And also, right now I'm trying to find springs. Run out of springs while trying to build the excavator power armor. I could make all the parts except the legs, so it looks pretty funny if I actually go and put it on, because he has no legs. It's my Lieutenant Dan power armor, because it got no legs. That's a terrible joke. Anyway, which this was all I had left when I came out of the mire, which it's fine, does decent damage, and I had like 300 rounds for it, but trying to take on the Scorched beasts and glowing death claws and scorched mega sloths and yogwais that charge at you at an incredibly fast pace, the bolt action reloading was getting to be a little silly. I had this thing, but I'd run out of ammo. A shotgun, and I managed to run out of ammo on it as well, so I was just carrying it around. I even had my laser rifle, but it broke. I had more grenades, but I used most of them throwing them at the Scorched Beast when he landed, trying to scare him off. My Blade of Bastet was almost broken, so I've reforged it now, so it's back to like 175%, because I forgot to take a Mentat when I did it. And I also started carrying around a big 50 because I found it and I had only a few rounds for it, but I went and grabbed more. So now I'm carrying still a bunch of guns and a bunch of ammo and a bunch of apparel, but my weight is getting down a little bit ever so much. It's slowly getting down. I think the big thing now is I'm carrying just a lot of aid items. Yeah, so we need to get through and like, because I keep grabbing things and not using them. Like I had a bunch of bobbleheads all stored up here, so I've gotten into the habit now of trying to use them and some bonus XP. But yeah, I think I got to use some more aid items and get them used up, and then we might be able to get my weight under control. Because I'm a chubby boy. He's a chubby boy. So yeah, so I'm trying to make my way back to the ash heap. We are not going to claim that workshop. We are trying not to get sidetracked as much as possible. And hopefully I can get there before too long. And, oh, look at that. Is that somebody's house? Oh, wow. Damn. This is an elaborate freaking camp. Look at this guy's place. Oh. Oh, cool. Got all the workbenches out here in the garage. He's got a... And he's got... How does that work? You got the cooking station under the weapon... And the atomic generator. And what's upstairs? It's like I'm totally getting sidetracked. It's like I could be... oh, he's got heavy turrets set up top here. He's got a hole in the roof. Oh, let the power out. Okay. And then he's got it going over the top. I never thought of that. Put it over the top. I put mine around the side. Can I steal his water? I sure can. I don't, though. I've got like 90 purified water. I do not need any. Man, what a cool friggin' camp. I'm so jealous. My camp is... Oh. Hey. I'm not wanted. Why? Because I shot his thing by accident? Come on. Come on. Well, we can expect I'm going to get shot in the face then in a couple minutes because I accidentally shot a dude's wall while trying to clear the Scorched out of his yard. Oh, I'll close the door for him. It just doesn't pay to try to be a nice neighbor because my camp's just over there. I mean, we're here. My camp's just over here, so we're practically neighbors. I wish I knew who it was. I'd send him a little thing and be like, my bad, bro, I shot your dumpster. And by dumpster, I mean your little dumpster, not your camp looks like a dumpster. And then it figures just as soon as I turn the recorder off for a second while I'm just walking down the road and not doing anything interesting, I finally get shot by another player and lose my wanted level. And then dude stole all my junk. Like I said, I didn't really care, but at the same time, dude. Low blow. They still don't know where I am. Oh, my gun appeared. I am just a floating sniper rifle. Ooh, beware the floating hunting rifle. Let's sneak through Charleston here. Or there's some guys in here too. I've got something to go study the doctor's research at AVR Medical that I've been putting off. Maybe we'll go do that. Wow, where'd all these guys come from? Oh, look at them all. Here's somebody else shooting. Oh, there he is. Is that everybody? Sure, we'll just in and out, look at each plate. Oh yeah, look at this little place. This is just a small place. This is actually where I first... Oh, there's Scorched here. This is where I first picked up the quest to go do the mystery. I was in the back corner here and I found this. And I was like, a young woman in a tattered dress, eh? And I was all weirded out. And I couldn't... yeah. Interest was piqued at that point, especially because she had the tape on her or whatever that told me to go find Shannon. Let's see. We don't see any threats. Oh. Okay. And let's see what's on the computer. Faltech University Faculty Terminal. Inoculation Project Overview. Produce a vaccine against the mutagenic effect known as the Scorched Plague. Method. Extract blood samples from 3 candidate creatures observed to be more resistant to Scorched mutagenic effect. Use blood sample analysis to create synthetic antibodies. Candidate creatures are feral ghoul, mole rat, and wolf. I've seen Scorched... I think I've seen Scorched mole rats. I know no, I don't think I've seen Scorched feral ghouls. Addendum. Project stalled until replacement Type T fuse can be acquired. Request filed with Responder's Quartermaster to obtain replacement. I just so happen to have a Type T fuse. Project Journal. We're too late. I've failed. Was on the radio with Maria just now. She's never seen so many Scorched beasts. She says the sky above the airport's dark with them. They're not attacking. Not yet. Waiting on their Scorched foot soldiers to arrive, maybe. Clever bastards. And of course, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel on ammo and stims. So this couldn't come at a worse time. So what the hell do I do now? Down here alone, I might eventually be able to finish this vaccine. I can't help the fire breathers anymore, but maybe someday the vaccine will save lives, assuming anyone's left. If I can make it back to the airport, I could save lives today, or maybe tomorrow, or whenever the battle comes. And it will come. Shit, I can't stay here. It might be suicide trying to make the trip on my own. But I can't turn my back on everyone I care about. Not when they need me the most. Not when I'm the one who failed to play her part in our plan to stop the Scorched before it came to this. If anyone finds this, then get those blood samples, load them into the centrifuge, and run the DNA analysis program. The rest is pretty automatic. Good luck to us both. Are the rest of them long like this? Damn it all, so close and yet I'm stuck. Jeff's been out on foraging missions pretty much around the clock and I can't get in touch with him to request help with the blood samples or the replacement fuse. The fire breathers are almost ready for the big operation, and I've got nothing to give them. If they take on the Scorched without being inoculated first, I fear what might happen. I have to confront the possibility that I might never get the chance to finish this work, but maybe someone else can. These journal entries should serve as a guide. I'm thinking I can also rig up the symptomatic to play a message to anyone that's able to administer the inoculation once it's done. That way, if the worst happens, I can at least leave some kind of signpost to help others benefit from what I've learned, to help them survive if maybe I don't. Thank God for automation. I'm one woman doing the work of a small research team. If not for the computers and machinery here, this project wouldn't have a chance. Speaking of the project, the creatures that show the most resilience to the Scorched Plague are the mole rats, feral ghouls, and wolves. If I can get a blood sample from each one, it'll be a simple matter to load them into the centrifuge and run the analysis program. With the resulting data, synthesizing antibodies should be a pretty straightforward process. And the synthetic antibodies... Add the synthetic antibodies to the suspension fluid and presto, instant Scorched vaccine. Then it's just a matter of waiting on that phone call about my Nobel Prize for medicine. That's the good news. The bad news is this old symptomatic machine. I powered it on and the damn thing blew a fuse right away. Jeff thinks there might be some Type T fuses at the old mining supply store. Hopefully he can send someone to check soon. To hear Maria tell it, those boys in the fire breathers unit are itching to take the fight to the Scorched, and they're counting on my inoculation to protect them. Yeah, that must be where I found the fuse. I must have found it over in Hornwright's office. Short entry today. Why? Because I really only did one thing, and it wasn't research. No, my day was spent hiding from a pack of Scorched that invaded the hospital this morning. Most of them stayed up on the ground floor, but a few wandered down here. It's a good thing I heard them, because I barely had time to hole up in the closet when they started searching around in the lab. It occurs to me that we know almost nothing about the Scorched. What motivates them? Do they eat? Why are they hostile towards everything that isn't one of them? Eventually the Scorched moved on, and by eventually I mean 9 hours later. I never want to set foot in a storage closet again. Making good progress overall, at least with the preparation. Got the analysis program finished, and then, after no small amount of yelling, cursing, and kicking things, I finally got the terminal and the symptomatic talking to each other. Well, that's a mischaracterization. It would be more correct to say that I got the terminal to scream orders at the symptomatic, and I got the symptomatic to obey them. Now I get to pour over hundreds of first-hand accounts, personal observations, and any other information we've gathered relating to how the Scorched Plague has been affecting the local wildlife. If I'm lucky, a tenth of it might be useful. So now we come to it, the crux of my theory. If I can identify the creatures that seem least affected by the Scorched Plague, then maybe, just maybe, I can figure out why. Then with luck, synthetic antibodies might not be far behind. Okay, here we go. One brave doctor taking on the mysteries of the Scorched. How heroic. Truth is, I'm alone. I'm more than a little terrified, and I'm skeptical this whole crazy idea will even work. I think the fundamentals are sound enough, but once I start analyzing the Scorched DNA, who knows what I'll find, or whether I'll even understand it. But I have to try. If I don't, all the people I care about are as good as dead, and if the Scorched start to spread, I don't even want to think about it. At least I can be grateful we found this lab. It has everything I need, provided I can get all of the equipment working. Hey, I got this terminal reprogrammed, and that's a pretty good start. Speaking of which, I'd better start writing that analysis program. No time to damn... There's that scratching noise again. I thought we cleared this place out, but I swear there's something moving around in the upper levels. Guess I'd better work fast. Ooh. There's a feral. I can collect a blood sample from him. Feral ghoul blood sample added. Cool, so they don't even have to be like... live. Now, are we going to be lucky enough to find a dead wolf and a dead mole rat too? That'd be interestingly convenient. Man, medical liquid nitrogen dispensers. If you... whatever that's for. It must be for making cryo grenades and cryo gear. Jangle's a moon monkey. Oh, I need a toy. Oh, dang, I grabbed that too soon. I didn't realize he had an alien stuck to his face. That's funny. Somebody was thinking when they thought up some of this stuff. I see a holotape.
Responders field report. Maria Chavez speaking. Being here at AVR Medical really brings back memories. My mother worked at this place for years as a nurse. When I was a child, back before the war, I got sick for days. Supply shortages had driven the price of medicine beyond what we could afford. Lucky for us, my mom wasn't just a nurse, but also a natural green thumb. We had a garden with all kinds of herbs and flowers. She treated me with homemade herbal remedies. Today, disease is rampant. There are countless viruses and bacterial infections out there, and we need a way to deal with them. I was hoping I might find something here to help treat all the sick and injured refugees we've got back at the airport, but unfortunately the place has been picked pretty clean by now, and there isn't much left. So, having had basically no luck in this creepy abandoned hospital, I decided to turn instead to my mother's wisdom. I put together some herbal tea recipes that should mitigate the symptoms of the more common sicknesses. It's not a cure, but it's something. Okay, well, I think I'll wrap this up. Guess I'm off to pick some flowers.
All our annual happy hour is coming up. I'd like to remind everyone to have fun, but also be courteous to others. I know things get a little rowdy, and that's fine, but be aware of those around you. We really can't have another mishap like last year. Thank God we are already in the hospital. All staff from Wexen. I'd like to address a concern that's recently come to my attention. Apparently some of the staff, I'll not name any names, seem to think the food we prepare here in the hospital is not up to their high standards. I'd like to remind you that you're free to bring your own meals to work if you don't like what we have here. Nobody's forcing you to eat an edible slurry. Jim. In any case, it's not okay to throw food at the servers behind the counter, or anyone for that matter. This is not high school. Jim. I'd like to send out a quick note reminding everyone to stay calm. We've all heard the reports by now about the bombs. I know this is scary, but everyone coming through these doors is counting on us to help them. Stay calm, stay professional, stay safe. And see if we can't find a mole rat and a wolf. And wouldn't you know, lucky us, we have a mole rat is marked over here, and wolves are marked over here. So yeah, let's see if we can't find us a mole rat and a wolf. Yeah, there should be mole rats down here, so let's take out the sword and be ready. Where are you, you little mole ratties? Oh, Moira, I miss you. Why are there no mole rats out here? It says there should be mole rats out here. This quest seems very buggy. Let's maybe go look for the wolves, because it might be, I can probably draw a sample from any mole rat, but if it's going to take me to a place and then not spawn any, that's not going to work. Oh, we got a grafted monster. Not a hardcore grafted monster, he's only level 10. I might wreck him with this 308 because I don't think he can. Yeah, I'm still hiding. Sneak attacks. Whoops. Oh crap. I should have shot him in the head. Stop moving. Oh. Hey, buddy.
You're here. Stop hiding.
It's definitely not the floating hunting rifle, bud. Just ignore the floating hunting rifle. Oh. Dirt. The old rusty pick. Debating building my house up here, but I don't want to be attacked by mutants all the dang time. There should be a minigun on the truck here. There totally is. And there's probably a guy in the building here. Sometimes, yep.
You bleed good.
Oh, we're getting live. Shoot. Well, the community thing's kind of annoying when you're trying to look down an iron sight. So that just happened. What's up, my dudes? I just wanted to cut in here and say this video ran a lot longer than I expected. I still got about another hour and a half to go, so I'm just gonna stop it here and maybe save that for the next video. So just wanted to cut in and say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the low quality content, like, subscribe. If you didn't, feel free to dislike. Let me know. I'm working to improve it. Eventually here we're going to get the new card in, and then maybe we'll see some stuff, and I'm working on a timer so I can get my times down. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.